Muy buenas monstruitos, bienvenidos a otro vídeo de Guild Wars 2, Mundo Viviente, tercera temporada. ¿Os acordáis que lo dejamos en la que tocaba la parte 2 del episodio 4? Pues la cabeza de la serpiente, creo que era el nombre del título, porque siempre me lío un poquito. Pues aquí estamos, continuamos con la parte del espionaje en el lago Doric, que no la habíamos terminado, y también terminaremos la parte de la exploración de este mapa.
It's the commander. Come to complicate my day even further, have you?
Logan asked me to check in on the Seraph's operations here. What's going on? I heard a commotion earlier.
Oh, that? That's nothing. Just a little raw, seething frustration I needed to let loose. I'll be fine. I've been tapped as the civilian envoy for the Seraph's supply line operations here. Keeping pace with them is challenging. But someone's got to build the crown for all these resources once the war's over. Every last item will be accounted for.
Very patriotic of you. Looks like things are running smoothly around here, though.
The Seraph is a well-oiled machine when push comes to shove. They didn't waste a moment once the attack was sprung. The bazaar is probably the most secure location in Lake Doric. I doubt the White Mantle will have much luck seizing it. That's not to say there isn't lots of work to be done if you want to chip in. As you may have noticed, I only have two hands.
Maybe later. I'm on orders from Thackeray to recon the rest of Lake Doric before we plan our next move.
Very well. Tell the captain that his supply lines are well looked after. And watch your back out there, Commander.
Vale, aprovechando de que Logan Thackeray me ha mandado a inspeccionar partes del mapa, pues vamos a aprovechar esto para la exploración. A medida que vamos cogiendo todos los circulitos verdes que se nos indican, iré explorando lo que me queda del centro al norte del mapa. Y una vez que termine todo esto, volveremos otra vez a los apartados de la historia.
Phaedra's Haven's been taken over by White Mantle. We'll need a coordinated assault to retake it. I'll make note for Logan.
There! They dropped some of my supplies. Grab it, put it back on my ship.
A centaur camp, and they're gearing up for something big. I wonder if Logan knows about this.
All the way out here. At least it's well fortified.
Commander, are you reading me?
Go ahead, Timing.
Get Get ready for the dragon battle to end all dragon battles! A steamy wing fist to icy face jaw fight to the death! It's Jormak versus Primordus!
Am I to infer?
The experiment was a success, and I'm having the heart of Omad's machine delivered to Rada Novus. With it, I should be able to see the eternal alchemy and manipulate the dragon's energies to pit them against one another. Spencer's research is continuing to pay dividends.
I haven't had the best track record guiding members of this guild, so I'll say this as a word of caution. Scarlet.
Okay, A, I'm not a dragon minion, and B, the lives we'll save are worth the risk, and I think you might agree with that.
I do. Just be careful.
What could go wrong? You know what? It feels like I shouldn't say that. I bet a ton of stuff can go wrong. Bye!
Vale, me quedan 3 puntitos de interés y el punto de dominio. El de los dos que están a la derecha, en el centro y arriba, son con evento para poder... Bueno, uno con la misión y otro con evento para poder pasar. Así que creo que voy a coger primero el de aquí abajo, que lo tengo accesible. Iremos al punto de interés que está arriba a la derecha, que creo que está habilitado el evento de los centauros. Y con la misma aprovecharemos estando allá arriba para ir a por el punto de dominio que está al norte. Y no voy a poder hacer el punto de interés que está en el medio a la derecha hasta que me den la misión del disfraz para poder entrar, porque en la propia puerta te dice necesitas estar disfrazado para poder entrar. Así que vamos a hacer todo en ese orden, ¿ok? Vamos, ya sé que es un poco caótico todo, pero ya sabéis que yo explorando no soy el mejor ejemplo. Vale, tenemos este punto de interés, lo dicho, ahora vamos al de los centauros, después tiramos al punto de dominio y seguimos con la historia para que nos habiliten el punto de interés en el centro.
so disposable.
Ready.
I could outrun a centaur. Arise, my creation.
You will not survive this, well.
That's good. Mine. All mine.
I promise a painful end.
Pues ahora sí, continuamos con la historia, así que creo que tenemos que volver donde está Logan, efectivamente.
You could use an extra pair of hands to go look at these rations for soldiers around the base. If you find other ration crates scattered around the ships along the piers, you can drop them off here too.
You're back and in one piece. I assume you have a report for us.
Indeed. The Seraph have the bazaar well secured, but the Mantle's making gains elsewhere in the region. Sadra's Haven is definitely a target. We should send some support that way.
I'll try to get a detachment out there as soon as possible. What else?
The White Mantle have taken an interest in New Loamhurst, as well as a heavily fortified house in the forest north of here.
If it's of interest to the enemy, it's of interest to us.
I also stumbled upon a centaur camp in the woods northeast of here. It appears they're working with the enemy.
Centaurs? I'll escalate this intel at once. I appreciate your efforts, Commander. Thanks to you, we're a little less blind in this battle. While you were scouting, we heard that the White Mantle have taken Fort Evennia, bolstering their eastern flank's defenses. Worse yet, there's some sort of magical storm forming over the fort. We can't risk a frontal assault. There's supposed to be a Shining Blade agent stationed in that area. One well-versed in the art of sabotage. I think the two of you could do a lot of damage together. Go track down the agent. See if you can do something about the White Mantle who occupy that fort.
Mine. All mine.
Damn jade constructs. Ugh. They hit like a stampeding centaur.
Careful now. What happened to you?
I was undercover inside Fort Evennia when those filthy cultists took it during the surprise attack. They caught me inside trying to free Seraph prisoners. Took a hit from one of those jade bows while I was trying to escape. Then this storm appeared. Might be from the bloodstone shards they're storing in there.
Logan sent me to help deal with the White Mantle in the fort. What can I do?
You can help me finish my mission. There's still a number of Seraph prisoners inside that need assistance. There's also plenty of opportunities for intel gathering and good old-fashioned sabotage, if you can avoid detection. I can cloak you in a powerful veil that will give you the appearance of a White Mantle soldier, but there are some limits.
The guys won't hold up to close scrutiny. So don't take any drastic action if any mantle are watching. Be careful inside. Especially around those jade constructs.
I will. Stay safe and out of sight. I'll return soon. The Seraph made it out, and the White Mantle are gonna have a lot of cleanup.
Good work. Those soldiers' families will be relieved to see them alive. Get back to Captain Thackeray and report the good news. I'll stay and coordinate future raids.
Sweet, sweet loot.
The scouts tell me the White Mantle leaders in Fuerte Evennia are in a scramble. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
I rescued some Seraph soldiers while I was inside. They may have overheard some intel while they were under guard.
We'll debrief them immediately. Good work, Commander. We're winning this war. We're almost ready to turn our attention to Caunicus. But before we act, we need to strengthen our hold on the region.
I like the sound of that. How can I help?
I need you on the front line supporting the Seraph's efforts. Do whatever you can to ensure our victory.
Understood. I'll do my part.
Return to me when the tide is turned. And take care of yourself out there.
Will do. See you soon, Logan.
Vale, pues ahora en rompiendo el asedio lo que tenemos que hacer es matar a los del Manto Blanco y hacer eventos en el mapa hasta terminar la barrita que tenemos aquí arriba. Y a mí solamente me queda terminar este evento y a ver qué tal.
I've done what I can. The White Mantle threat isn't completely contained, but we should be ready to make our move on Cauticus.
Perfect timing. Jenna, that is, Her Majesty, has requested our presence in the throne room. We couldn't have held off the mantle without you. I'm sure the Queen wants to thank you personally for your efforts. You've come a long way since you were first invited to the throne room years ago. Funny how fast time passes us by. Go ahead and make your way up to the palace. I'll meet you there.
All shiny.
You don't scare me.
Captain Thackeray, how are we doing?
The tide has turned, Your Majesty. It's only a mop-up operation now. Thanks in no small part to the commander here. If I could have been out there more.
You served your kingdom well, Logan. That's that.
Your Majesty.
What of the head of the snake? Running home to die in his den, the slippery serpent. I'd say we should just torch the place and rid ourselves of him. But there are still innocents at the manor. Canuck and a detachment of Shining Blade are there. They're waiting to... well... Canuck wants out of his obligation to me, and I won't stand for Cauticus seeing another sunrise.
I should go then, to ensure justice is served. And just in case.
I agree. And I have someone who could be of great help to that end, Commander.
I can lead you in. I know a way. Some tunnels behind the manor.
The daughter of the villain? I see a few issues with that. Anise. But any help is welcome.
He also might be going home to unleash his contingency plan. He's desperate. And trust me, when Cauticus is desperate, he's dangerous.
Well, if anyone would know about that. Logan, take the Seraph and make sure no one slips out the front. We'll remove the disease surgically, following Lady Beetlestone's intimate knowledge of her dear father's secret paths.
We?
Yes, child. I'll see you there and be right by your side, as the commander said, to ensure justice is served and just in case. Anish, you should stay in Divinity's reach. Demi is a friend. A capable friend, not in need of supervision. Oh, of course. Whatever the thrones will. Get to it then, everyone. You have a snake to behead.
Logan, a moment before we shove off?
Sure.
Ritlock and I started a new guild. With you up and about again, I was wondering if you'd like to return to the fold, but in Dragon's Watch.
Interesting proposition, Commander, but I think I have other plans. General Soulkeeper came to see me the other day and offered me the position of Pact Marshal. I didn't, well, at first I didn't think it was for me, but my injuries and today, well, my eyes were open to, my role here. Her Majesty has always been the kind of person to do things her own way. It's time I started doing the same.
It's a great honor, and you deserve it. Have you told her yet? I imagine she'll be disappointed.
I think she'll be just fine. Have a safe mission. See you on the other side.
Pues aquí termina el episodio de Reunión con la Reina y continuamos al siguiente, que creo que ya es el último. Eso espero.
some hidden tunnels that'll bring us up into the manor.
Are you okay?
I thought it might come to this one day, but being here again... Anyway. Up the stairs, to the left. We'll either run into Caudicus coming out this way if he's fleeing, or find him in his library if he's making a stand.
A new place to explore.
These certainly
Can't
weren't
wait.
installed the last time I was here. Caudicus must have upgraded his security. If the information from the Dermond Priory is to be believed, I suggest silently getting by, or picking them off one by one. But maybe the Vigil way is best, just run in sword swinging.
Over here.
Countess! What are you doing here?
You know, I gave it some thought and decided that Canuck had let Caudicus slip through his fingers before. I couldn't leave it to chance this time.
We should catch up with Canuck and make sure that doesn't happen then. What's his position?
She doesn't know. The Shining Blade lost contact with Canuck and his men hours ago.
Anise, is this true? Why didn't you tell me?
Subterfuge, Commander. I enjoy that Sylvari snark, but our mission is Caudicus. We can waste time arguing, or we can go assess the situation.
If Canuck is harmed, I'm holding you responsible.
This mission is bigger than one soldier. Lead the way, Lady Beetlestone. Quite a few of the dogs in here. Did you have a plan,
Let's
lady?
do this.
Good plan.
Tybalt once told me, use the terrain to your advantage, especially when the terrain goes boom. These munitions are one of the things I found that made me leave. Who knows what... Let's do this.
Where to now?
I'm guessing we follow the bodies.
Shining Blade. Tortured.
Commander, I'm sorry I didn't mention Canuck and his men earlier. I have a million things swirling in my head.
You're on a mission to eliminate your own father. I think it can be forgiven.
I've had enough. It's that, but also, if we come across Nightwy, please let me try to talk to her. She's my friend. And family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
How hopeful the young are. She's beyond your reach, child. She's a traitor and a criminal. She'll get no respite here.
You'll have to go through me.
Bring in the last
You hear that?
one. This man has confessed. He's no longer in need of his tongue.
Here, I can pick the lock.
All must confess! Be freed of the burden of your secrets before we free you of your life! Excellent. More have come to confess. Get them. What seems their guidance?
That all of them? Looks clear.
Good to see you, Commander. Hopefully we can finally finish this and I can be out from under that horrible woman's thumb. Oh, hi, Anise. I didn't see you standing completely within my line of sight.
To think I almost missed you.
Have you seen my father? Caudicus.
Brutish man with aggressively unsettling facial hair? Yes. He seemed upset that he wasn't on the Crichton throne. To the extent that he was... Is he really your father? I'm so sorry.
What was he doing?
Well, he was consuming bloodstone his lackeys gathered from the explosion. He might be unrecognizable to you, my dear.
I stopped recognizing him as my father long ago. We should move before he turns his scorn towards civilians. He'd rather see Kryta burn than not rule it.
The front's over here!
Who blew this hole in the barn door? Workers from Caudicus's carnival. Some of them were soldiers who fought with him in Ascalon's war with the Char. I'd overhear them in the tunnels before I left. They're separatists, trying to devise a way to get back the homeland.
You handle these sideshow rejects. I'll let Logan know it's time to start his push.
Let's do this.
days. First seraph to cross us will be devoured. Don't give me that look. You don't become co-head animal handler for a circus by being a nice guy. What's that, boy? You smell some rotten collaborators. Show yourself if you dare.
Logan's moving. How are we doing?
Thwarted by another locked door. Maybe you'll lend me your foot key again, Commander.
Always at your disposal.
Maybe a quieter approach would have been wiser.
Who's this? An imposter of my lost daughter? Imposters all around me. You look like to me, but you can't be. She's dead. She died the day she betrayed me, just like her backstabbing mother, who I had stabbed in the back.
Father! Murderer!
Stun him under the chandelier. See if we might enlighten the fine minister.
You'll be doing that one for days.
But I can fix it. We'll try again. You and your mother. I'll see you both in the mist. We'll be a family again.
Stop him!
He skipped. This thing is solid.
It was. He told me Kryder would be sorry. I'm sorry to be.
Don't let him poison any more lives.
Step away from her, traitor. You made this mess. And Caudicus is gone.
Countess, what are you... to me?
I never meant... I can get you to him. I'll get you to that monster so you can put him down. So we can put him down.
So you can betray us while we fight? What do I look like?
I just want to balance this ledger. Then I'll gladly accept whatever fate you see fit.
Anise, you said Caudicus was our target.
So be it. Logan, you'll stay with her?
Of course. The Seraph are securing the rest of the manor. I'll see if I can get a medic in here.
He's in a subchamber under us. He has stores of bloodstone down there. We have to be careful.
You throw away the outside and cook the inside. Then you eat the outside and throw away the inside. What did you eat?
Tiras lo de afuera y cocinas lo de dentro y luego te comes... O sea, comes lo de afuera y tiras lo de dentro. ¿What? A ver... ¿Qué podría ser? Podría ser girasol por las pipas, pero creo que no. A ver... Puede ser que sea... ¿Esto? A ver... Ah.
I have a head like a cat. I have feet like a cat. But I am dumber than a cat.
Cabeza de un gato y pies de un gato, pero es más torpe que un gato. ¿What? No, a ver, perro, evidentemente, ¿no? Esto no parece... Centauro menos... A ver, ¿qué es esto? Un lince no es más torpe que un gato. Grifo, evidentemente, no parece un gato. Un gatito y un gatito aquí. A ver, podría ser un gatito. Tiene cabeza de gato, patas de gato, pero es más torpe que un gato. Porque bueno, los gatos tampoco, los bebés tampoco son muy torpes. Creo que va a ser el Char. Tiene cabeza de gato, patas de gato, pero es más torpe que un gato. Es más lento, más grandote. Vamos a elegir el Char.
You did this to me. You ruined everything.
So he's slightly larger and more unhinged than our last encounter.
Gods! A mask of his own face.
Given process by the Crichton throne, by sentinels to... Let's just kill him.
Overgrown masked coward. Use the shard. Too much bloodstone magic will overwhelm.
Give the magic-infused psychopath more magic?
Trust me, I've heard some things. The overload doesn't end well.
You too, Valette. There's no end to today's treachery.
You shot her! Your own daughter!
She left me! Your mother saw to that. That's why I took you. Now everyone has to pay.
How is she?
She's been asking for you, Valette.
Anise, while they have their moment, to the matter of my billet.
Not wasting any time, eh?
Not when it should be my own.
You served me faithfully. And given the bearded reptile buried somewhere beneath me, you have held up your end of the bargain. Consider yourself a free Sylvari.
How's it feel?
It feels good.
Me. Oh, he's here. Master Tybalt. You found me.
Medic, take her back to her godparents in Divinity's Reach. They'll want to make arrangements.
Thank you for breaking the silence, Captain. Now, I hope you're ready to follow her into the mists, Valette.
Yes. Countess, Valette helped when she didn't have to. And I'm not sure this is what Demi would have wanted.
She should stand trial. Past deeds. You should be given a chance to make up for them.
There's been too much death today. And I've recently had an opening on my payroll. She'll stay with me and serve her sentence as my ward.
Thank you for your mercy.
Hold that thought until you've served her for a while. You'll be begging for a cell in under a week.
Well, as a first step down this road, let me tell you, you should check Caudicus's chambers. I think you might find more than a few things interesting there.
Go. Logan and I will take her to Divinity's Reach. Maybe one day she'll make up for her misdeeds and become better.
Like the Crichton spiderwort.
Commander, I'm impressed. You know your flora. That's the Queen's favorite flower, you know.
I'm aware.
I was going to leave, but I'm dying to see his room after the splendor that was his private dungeon.
Oh. On.
Oh, Minister Beetlestone, you did not disappoint. Why on Tyria do you think he has a painting of Captain Thackeray in here?
That's... maybe because... if he thought... You know what? We should probably never tell Logan about this.
Agreed. That man's been through enough. And this would probably scar him worse than being stuffed in a blighting pod. Nothing in that chest. Don't think that's it. Odd, but probably not what we're looking for.
A surprisingly normal bed. And then there's the ceiling. Wow.
Confesor, no se imagina quién ha aparecido hoy por la capellanía de los secretos. O bueno, tratándose de usted, a lo mejor sí. De mí. Por lo visto, la prima de su querida y difunta esposa, Lady Will, la ha privado de su acomodado estilo de vida y se ha pasado los últimos días interrogándola. Pero no se preocupe, que no tenía demasiada información enjuiciable. Al parecer salió corriendo de la mansión antes de que pudiera reunir pruebas suficientes para acusarle de ninguna traición evidente. Aún así, es de esperar que la Orden le vigile más de cerca a partir de ahora. En cuanto a las pistas que manejan, haré lo posible porque lleguen a un punto muerto, con especial énfasis en lo de muerto. Espero instrucciones sobre qué hacer con Lady Will, sin nombre. Esto parece ser el diario de Caudecus. Las entradas más recientes son casi ilegibles. Esa estúpida de cera ha estado confabulando a mis espaldas buscando su perdido oculto, pero peor aún, dice que está cerca de su objetivo. Ella descubrió que tras la corrupción de los aspectos de Lázaro, este se vio obligado a volver a dividirse, esa vez los artefactos en lugar de receptáculos vivos. Parece ser que aprendió la lección por las malas. Cera ya ha encontrado 4 de los 5 aspectos. No puedo permitir que complete este ritual, ni que ese oculto arruine mis planes. Sus esfuerzos se han ralentizado. He cambiado uno de los aspectos por una falsificación y Cera no sospecha nada. Cuando encuentren el 5.º aspecto y ella diga las palabras mágicas, se llevará una sorpresa. Una vez descubra que es una impostora, los más supersticiosos volverán a mí de rodillas. Normalmente me limitaría a destruir el original y ya está, pero no quiero esa esencia de Mursat cerca de mi casa.
According to this note, it's one of Lazarus's aspects.
A what?
Without it, they could have never resurrected Lazarus. The real Lazarus. Caudicus wasn't kidding when he called him a false god when he showed up.
If he's an imposter, it would explain why we were able to see him. But who would pose as Lazarus?
Someone who wanted access to an unstable bloodstone. and an instant army to unquestioningly do their bidding.
Deceptive, tactical, and powerful. Not the greatest combination.
I'll send this to Exemplar Caulden with the Shining Blade to authenticate it. Make sure it's not just more propaganda. And then Marjorie. We should get her out of there.
I'll send word to her on my way to... well, wherever I go, I suppose.
So, no Dragon's Watch in your future?
Regretfully. I've been under someone's yoke for too long. It's high time I walk as my own Sylvari for a while.
Well, being in the guild doesn't mean... but I understand. Thanks for everything, Canuck. You've been a good friend.
Oh, don't start weeping about it. I'm sure our paths will cross again.
Is it just me or am I...
Terminamos el fin del confesor y con esto el episodio 4, la cabeza de la serpiente de Mundo Viviente, tercera temporada, evidentemente. Os he dicho ya que me cae súper bien. Canuck es un puto crack. En fin, nada, continuaremos con la historia en el próximo vídeo, que también será dividido en parte 1 y parte 2. Y lamento que esta haya sido bastante más larga que el resto de las partes. Así que nada, pórtense muy mal y hasta pronto.